Yeah. Shit. Bloody diamonds and emeralds, kings since 10 and 9. Shorty sweat, she my queen, she bugging and in denial. Invited, we in the fire, ancestors was bagged up, slavery bad.
Yo, 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 yo. We are back. We are back. Yes, indeed, we are back again. This is your boy TP from your Don't Listen podcast, and we are back. You know, I know it's been a while, and I'm so happy to grace the airwaves again, because we going to get busy on this one. Yes, indeed, we going to get busy on this one, so stay all the way to the end. I'm going to have a special treat for y'all. Going to play some music that I did, just a little sample, not too much, because, you know, we want to bring it out right. But I'm going to play a little sample for y'all. But yeah, we are here. We are here to talk boxing, 24/7 boxing from your Don't Listen podcast with your host TP. And yes, I am back in the building. So if you don't mind, please like, subscribe, comment, put it down in the bottom. Let me know where I went wrong. If I go wrong, y'all tell me what it's looking like. Yeah, we gonna get to it. We got a great weekend of boxing coming up. Saturday, November 22nd. Yes, indeed. We have the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, is back. Yes, indeed. He going into a big fight this weekend with Britain's own Anthony Yarde. Yeah, that there's gonna be crazy, right? We also got Devin Haney fighting WBO champion Brian Norman. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a crazy fight. It's going to be a unification bout between Jesse Rodriguez and Fernando Martinez, and for the vacant WBO lightweight title. And then you got Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes, which is Abdullah Mason right now. You know, I don't know what they feeding these boys today, but what I tell you, he ain't just no rock'em sock'em robot. I'm going to stand in front of you. My man got skills. He is a boxer and a brawler, hard-hitting mofo in the mix. That's my I ain't gonna say dark horse, because he coming to the light. Everybody know who he is. He coming out and he ain't playing out here. He coming hard. He not playing. I like that young fella right there, Abdullah Mason. And well, let's get to the big wigs. The big wigs, you know what I mean? Big boys is fighting this weekend. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. Both of them power punchers. David Benavidez punches in bunches. The Mexican monster don't take no slack. But my man, you know, to me, right now, David Benavidez, one of the most avoided fighters. You know, he was looking for the smoke. He was trying to do what Terrence Crawford did to you know, the ball. Can we just say Canelo Alvarez is the ball now? Everybody be cool with that, because I know what I said in my video versus Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. I know what I said way before that fight happened. You know what I mean? A lot of people right now talking about that fight after the fact. And a lot of people said that Canelo Alvarez was going to munch Terrence Crawford up. But if you go back and look at my other podcast, Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, and listen to the commentary that I said months ago, and it seemed like some people finally caught up. What I said months ago, yeah, I like to do this. Yeah, what I said months ago about Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, it came to fruition. And I don't want to talk about that fight because we're not here for that right now. But go back and watch that Terrence Crawford video I did versus Canelo Alvarez. And tell me, was I Negro dominant in that video? Everything I said was going to happen in that fight happened in that fight. But we ain't here to talk about that. We got a new fight coming out this weekend. We're going to talk about David Benavidez because the reason why I went into that Canelo soliloquy. Oh, we using big words now. Listen, stop playing. Okay, when I went into that about Canelo Alvarez, I wanted to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. I did want to see that fight. I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition now, but I think David Benavidez got a tougher fight now, even tougher fight with Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde comes with that power. He comes with that dog. He gonna stand in front of David Benavidez, and it might not be a good thing to do that, but he ain't gonna go nowhere. He like to sit in the pocket and bang. That's why I like Anthony Yarde, cause he ain't gonna shy away from the smoke. And David Benavidez, all he do is bring the smoke for all you suckers. Now, see, I was accused in one of my videos of only liking black fighters. And if you go back and you look through all the boxing videos that I've done, because see, people like to say stuff when they don't even really know. If you look, I did pods on Canelo. I did pods on David Benavidez. I did pods on Dimitri Bivol. I did pods on so many different fighters that they can't say that. But I'm going to say this. It just so happens that right now, if you look at every division, who you see as champions? Hold up, I'll wait. You tell me who running the show. And then I'll tell you, whatever. Because you got a couple fighters out here that's not of the Negro persuasion that I really, really, really like. Alexander Usyk. That's my guy. What you talking about? All he do is win, 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 win. That's all he do. He beat all the crap talkers, beat them all, and made them look pedestrian while doing it. Because when everybody was giving Anthony Joshua all this credit, and the guy wouldn't even get in the ring with Deontay Wilder and make that mega fight back then. All I said, Anthony Joshua, to me, he ain't one of them dogs. He ain't a dog. He ran from that fight. And then Tyson Fury came and mopped him up. So at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua, what he got going on right now with the YouTuber, come on, man. Did anybody sign up for that? Like, come on, man. What we doing, Anthony? You still young. What you doing? You just going to get out the way and fight YouTubers now? What we doing? But let's talk about David Benavidez, Anthony Yarde. David Benavidez, Anthony Yarde. I don't have any emotional ties to Anthony Yarde. I look at him as a brawler, puncher. He's a good fighter, no doubt about it. One of the strongest guys out here, hit hard, British, cross the pond. Would you like a cup of tea, sir? That type of guy. Yeah. The Mexican monster, excuse me, all I see is determination. He is a dog. He be in that kennel. Yes, he is a dog. He stand toe to toe with anybody. To me, in that fight, it's going to me for David Benavidez to win that fight. All he has to do is what he been doing. It's all he got to do. Combination people head off. Because that's what he do the best. He's the best at throwing combinations like I ain't seen in a long time. And it's all with ill intent written all over. He coming to take your head. He's coming to take your head. Okay? And then, with all the crap talking that goes on between the fighters and this and that, you just be like, I'm going to knock you out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. See, guys like that exude confidence. It's pouring out their blood. And then when you get in the ring, all you do is that. Show the dog. I ruled his yard. And just a professional, to me, undefeated champion. I have nothing but respect for the Mexican monster. And my prediction for this fight is very simple. All David Benavidez got to do is do David Benavidez. Because if you watch his fights, is none of them look the same. But his key to his victories, to me, is overwhelming pressure, combinations from all over the place. You don't see where those punches come. That's why he's so effective. His ring generalship is all about pressure. Pressure busts pipes. That's what he did to Andre. Pressure. That's what he did to countless other people. Pressure bust pipes. And I think as long as David Benavidez don't go backwards and give Anthony Yarde somewhere to lunge and throw his looping power shots, he stay inside and pummel. I think David Benavidez will have another cap to stick a feather in and say, yeah, I did that too. Anthony Yarde is no pushover by no means. I don't want nobody to take me out of context. Anthony Yarde is a banger. But in this fight, I like the Mexican monster. And I think he's going to win. And I think he's going to do what he's been doing. Go on to bigger and better things. But what I wish for him, what I wish for David Benavidez, is for The guys that got the names, stop running from them. Give him an opportunity to be great, which in turn will give you an opportunity to be great. Will get him out the way if you can. Because if you do that, then people going to talk about you. And that's what's missing in the fight game, good people. Guys willing to put that O on the line and step in the ring and challenge themselves. Okay? We had a little nice run going for a while, and then it all went back to the same old crap again. You know, we need guys to step up and make boxing a more relevant thing, a better thing, so we can get all the people back in the mainstream like it's supposed to be. Because to me, it's the best sport. Mano y mano. It ain't no running because it's a ring and you can't go outside the ring. Okay? It's the best sport to me. And I want David Benavidez to get a fair shake at greatness like the rest of the guys got a chance to, where guys are stepping up and fighting each other. That's what the sport needs to get it back on track to be better than the UFC. The UFC, all they do is put champions against champions. That's why people love it. Boxing need that same kind of enthusiasm, that same spark, and guess what? It'll be back where it was. You know, one of the greatest sports in America. And that's what we need over here. All right. The Mexican Monster, I pick you to win the game, win the match, win the fight. And Anthony Yarde, I think, unfortunately, is going to see why they call him the Monster. Because my man is more than just a puncher. He's an all-around great boxer. And I think it's his time right now. I think it's his time to shine. And I think he's going to win that fight. All right, good people. Next up, we got Devin Haney. Devin Haney coming back. You got Brian Norman Jr., WBO champion. Oh, no, somebody gots to go. And we are looking for a great show, right? Because it's been a while for Devin Haney. It's been a while where, you know, the brothers, excuse me, y'all, I got a little cough. The brothers ain't seen the brother really shine in quite a while. And I know what happened with him and the steroid boy. I know I might get some hate for that. But to me, it ain't nothing worse in the sport than a goddamn cheater. And I will stick to that. Nobody likes a cheater. So Ryan Garcia, get on out of here. You know what I mean? I'm glad they did not taint Devin Haney's record with that fight. But unfortunately, to keep that O, you ain't got no powder puff in front of you. You got a banger. You got somebody with a chin, somebody that got power, that's going to be in the ring with you with Brian Norman Jr. And what I did today, good people, so I could give y'all proper analysis, I went back and watched at least 5 fights with Brian Norman Jr. I was familiar with him, but I only seen fights that I seen. So what I did was watch fights that I didn't see so I could give y'all better analysis. Because that's what I do. I don't want to just come on here just spitting stuff. I want to give y'all my honest opinions. That's what I do. I don't got no sponsors. I ain't got nobody you know what I mean, pushing me through the algorithm. All y'all see is me, everything. So I do my best to give y'all a good show. And so I went back and I did some research with Brian Norman. I watched, so I would say throughout his career, I watched 10 fights of his, and I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. And I think for a comeback fight of this epic proportions for Devin Haney, you need to know what you're dealing with. And I'm sure y'all know what, you know, what you see with Brian Norman. It's not no powder puff. No, no. My man could fight. Now, one of the fights that I watched, it was a grueling fight. And blood over him, blood on the other guy. And they were banging each other, like hitting each other with bombs. And I was so impressed by the way he said, you give me one, I'm going to give you two. Like he did not back up and get away from the smoke. He was like a firefighter. He ran towards the smoke, towards the fire. And he put that fire out. Put it out, uppercuts, hooks. My man got the whole package, Brian Norman Jr. And what I'm looking for in this fight with him, you know, I just think him just squaring up is probably not the best thing to do with a boxer like Devin Haney. I think he needs to have angles, never come in on a straight line. He need to come in with a little more bounce. I think he needs a little more bounce in his step. A little more bounce, a little floaty, you know, because what I see in his fights, he a little flat-footed in spots where he just stand and bang with somebody. I don't think he's really threatened by Devin Haney's power. I think he could stand in there and trade with Devin Haney. But I think for him to be more effective, I think he need to give Devin Haney angles and not come in straight and don't back up straight. Just come in on angles, bounce around a little bit more. I think that's what he need to do. I think those are the keys to victory for him. Him not being a stationary target, move around. Now for my boy, Devin Haney. Everybody know how I felt about Devin Haney, right? Y'all know how I felt about Devin Haney. And I'm going to show y'all a pound for pound list that I put together a little while ago. And I need to do an updated one, but the regard I have for Devin Haney, y'all can see it here. I have him at number 2. I don't think he's number 2 anymore. I don't think Gervonta Davis is 3 anymore. I will take David Benavidez, put him at 2, right? I will take David Benavidez and put him at 2 right now. Followed by Alexander Usyk. Terrence Crawford, number 1. Those my top 3. Terrence Crawford, number 1. David Benavidez, number 2. Alexander Usyk, number 3. Those my top guys right now. Now, coming up through the rear, it's we got Ennis. We got Boots in the mix. Boots looked great in his last fight. Very happy what I saw from him. You know, we got In a way, pecking, he's coming up the ladder for me. In a way, is in the goddamn mix. But I put Devin Haney over in a way. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez bringing up the rear. Absolutely, but they there. Stop playing. But I'm going to give y'all a better list. I'm going to work it out, and I'm going to give y'all updated list. But Devin Haney, the keys to victory for me for Devin Haney, I think Devin Haney has to be first. I think Devin Haney has to be first. He has to let Brian Norman know that he is in the building. He has to lay some hands. Oh, he got to lay some hands. And let Brian Norman, he's going to let him know he's going to be there all night. Because best believe Brian Norman will be there all night. Because his physical prowess, I think he's going to take Devin Haney into the deep waters. It's not going to be no 3-round, 4-round, 5-round fight. I think they're going to go late. It's going to be a battle of attrition. Who got the better chin? Who got the better conditioning? Is going to be the key to victory for both of these gentlemen. Devin Haney absolutely has the skills to pay the bills. And that's real, folks. But if he just stand there and trade with Brian, I think he's going to have a problem. I think his best bet is to be first and box. He has to create an illusion of massive points. So the judges can be like, I give Devin Haney that round because he did more. I think that's what it's going to take for Haney to beat a fighter the likes of a Brian Norman. It's going to have to be overwhelming hits and not get hit. And that's playing the game only few played. The best person to ever do it was Floyd Mayweather. Hit and not be hit. Devin Haney going to have to show some skills, which defense is going to be at the highest priority for him, defense. But his offense cannot be lackluster because Brian is going to score because he's going to have the heavier hits, in my opinion. He looks like he's already too big for this division. Look like he need to move up. But he's still campaigning where he at right now. He's a big bull. Big arms, big chest. And he bang. So Devin Haney going to have to box. He going to have to box like he never boxed before. I think this is going to be by far the toughest fight for Devin Haney thus far. I think he don't have no opportunity to be, you going to have to have your foot on the gas, my bro. Brian is not no joke. In this fight, it's a hard one, good people. It's a hard one. But what I'm going to do is say, I like my boy Haney. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with my boy Haney. I'm going to say Haney outpoint Brian Norman. Because to me, that's the only way he can beat him. If he's riding that bike and doing it right. That's the only way you beat a fighter like Brian Norman. You have to outpoint him. You're not going to knock him out, I don't think. Man got a granite chin, and he going to be there for the win. But if you stand in front of him, That fight gonna go the other way. Believe me when I tell you. Because my man got, you know who he remind me of? Brian Norman. He reminds me of Roberto Duran. Yeah, I know I aged myself. Yeah, I seen some great fights. I wasn't even around when he was doing it, but those are fights that I went back and watched. Great fights, with Roberto Duran. That's who he reminds me of. A little haggler too in him too. He got that dog. He got that dog in him. So that's gonna be a great fight. To me, probably the fight that I want to see the most. Even though I respect my boy, David Benavidez. That's my guy. Don't get it messed up. But this fight with Haney is the one I'm looking forward to the most because it's a comeback thing for Haney. I want to see if he still got it. He still got that dog in him. If he gonna come out and bite, you know what I mean? Because that's what he gonna have to do. He gonna really have to put his foot on the gas and get in that. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? That's what he gonna have to do. Stop playing. All right, now the other two fights, I'm not gonna get in depth with because we already half hour in. I don't want to hold it all up all night. I pick Abdullah Mason. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for him. I ain't gotta say no more. You know why I ain't gotta say no more? Because my man ready for war. Stop playing. Every time I watch him fight, like my boy, he got the package, man. He one of them young guys that's coming up. Yeah, he's still prospecting everything to some folk. But to me, I see flashes of greatness. And I think that's going to continue on that night. I think he's going to be a world champion that night. Yes, absolutely. And I think he's going to go in and get the win. Abso-freaking-lutely. And, I think that, that's what I got for him. I just think he's the better fighter. He's going to win that fight, in my opinion. So, this was the comeback. Good people, let me know what you think. Put it down in the comment section. Tell me where I went wrong. And then again, go back and watch the video I did on Canelo versus Crawford and see how many people was late to the party with that one. Because, yeah, I did that way before they did. And I ain't going to say no names, but y'all sounded like me before, after that fight. Y'all sounded like me 2 months before the fight actually happened. Yeah, you sounded like me. But at the end of the day, we are back and we are here to stay. Yeah. 24/7 boxing coming by way of Don't Listen podcasts. Yeah, we great switch it up, good people. We great switch it up. We gonna have the podcast for boxing and sports is going to go on to its own channel. It's going to its own channel. We got to separate the boxing and the other sports talk from the other things that I do. All that got to get separated. So I'm working on that, good people, where this channel is going to go independent on its own. And I'm going to need all of y'all to come and subscribe to that channel. But this channel is going to be mostly for other stuff. And if you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. But we going to put 24/7 boxing, Don't Listen podcast style on its own, and we going to rock like that. Okay, good people? I wish all of you peace on your journey. We all know we need peace out here in these evil streets. I wish nothing but blessings to you and your family. And this holiday, Thanksgiving, is coming up. Come on, we all go get fat. Stop playing. Right? But I want y'all to enjoy the fights this weekend. And be safe out here, good people, because there's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of evil out here and they working hard, but don't contribute to it. Don't contribute to the evilness that's out here. Don't contribute to beating another person down because you ain't got to. You know what I mean? Just move at your own pace, your own speed, and let the naysayers be the naysayers. You're going to have naysayers even when you're doing great things. So always remember, you don't need nobody's stamp. Make your own stamp. Stamp yourself. Right? And nothing's ever wrong with a little friendly competition. But you got to beware of the gatekeepers. Excuse me. Beware of the gatekeepers. They are in full effect. You know what I mean? Everybody want to take it all and leave you with crumbs. But don't accept it. Be the exception. And only care about what you think about what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. That applies to everything. If it's podcasting, if it's music, if it's whatever, the gatekeeper's going to talk, good people. That's all they got left. And it don't have substance. The gatekeepers will try to make you go away, but you only go away if you want to go away. I took my break and I'm recharged. I just came back a little under the weather, but I am back. I am back.
Yeah.
And we gonna get busy this year. Stop playing with me.
Bloody diamonds and never rise.
Don't listen to podcasts. 24/7 boxing. Peace to all of you.
We in the fire, ancestors was bagged up. Slavery, bad luck. Trump bugging, we in a hell. Nowadays, slaving get on the screen called NFL. These days, the streets is dead. Renaming and niggas tell. Naming and niggas fell and glorified. To shorties not speaking what it entails. Shit, I ain't Nostradamus. Shit's a nigga with a conscience. Saw a nigga topping and it left me sick and nauseous. Fuck wrong with the boy, he upset his son. Every king that ride gotta fall like the setting sun. Another unforgetting one. I cannot lose.
Yo. Mad Scully and Mulder gone. I had to soldier on. They mad I still say my word is born. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Never go alone to get along. I stand on my words, only the strong. Too hot, you need tongue. Bleed on cement. Pleading, releasing all your demons. Spectacular, changing my vernacular. Whip that ass like spatulas. Bite that ass like Dracula. Welcome to that massacre. All the way down to the last of us. Broke all of the trust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I gave a fuck. The only reason you're breathing, bruh, you gon' be leaving, sir. This ain't your season, bruh. You need to stop cheesing, son, and smiling. You out here wildin', living fouling. The reason I got 1,000. They keep on piling. Hold your head while you're drowning. A king without a crowning. The way you move is silent. I had to resort to violence. These bodies keep on piling.